Okay, so these walls are looking kind of bare. We got a lot of kind of real estate to play with. I don't want a room here, but I do want some artwork on there. So what we're going to try to do is kind of create some interesting fresco work on these walls. If we look at some reference images of old archaeological sites, we could see wealthy Romans would paint really elaborate frescoes on their walls, like really colorful. They pretty much put it just about everywhere they could. This one's pretty crazy. And in some illustrations, we can see something similar. This is really over the top, but that was the point. They wanted to show off their wealth and greatness to everyone who walked by. So let's do that too. We have a lot of frescoes in Rome Fantasy Pack 2 to kind of recreate this kind of effect. So let's kind of dig in. Once again, blueprints. Let's go to BP Decals Frescoes, and we can just drag that into the scene on the wall. Now, you might not see it, so just give it a rotate, and there we go. These are mesh decals, and these are translucent, so they kind of just go on top of the surface. And this is pretty complex, actually. There's, gosh, a ton of these frescoes and options. You have pieces, you have trims and backing and people. And I'm going to kind of give you an idea of how to use this, and you can take it from there. Typically, in the demo scene, what I would do is I would kind of start with a pillar. So I could turn on this pillar, and these are just, painted on translucent wall decals in the scene. And let's see here. For the pillar, there's some types and measurements. So this is a 4-meter Corinthian. We could do a 3-meter. We could have an ionic, just like the pillars over here. We can have them match. Okay, so let's do an ionic pillar, and I'm just going to put that over here. Here we have trim, and there's like a backing piece. It's like a frame for another decal piece we're going to put on top. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to disable the backing and the trim. And for the piece, I want to enable the piece, and that gives us this little guy here. The pieces are just small little details. And I don't know, let's do cup. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's turn off lighting so we can see what these look like. There we go. Gosh, there's so much to choose from. You can decorate your walls for hours doing this if you wanted to. You can put stuff right there. You can just go nuts. I don't know. Copy that one. Let's turn on the grid. And I'm gonna turn on the pillar here. I'm going to set my grid to 10 centimeters just so things will line up nicely. There we go. You can create something like this. We can keep going. These are simple decals, so we can go nuts. Let's see, piece. We could do this corbel combo, which is a large, kind of draped piece. I usually like to chain these between pillars. So like maybe I'll just scale this up so that they connect, right? It's pretty crazy. And so let's do another. And this time, I don't know, let's do a person. They usually had a lot of people on their fresco, on their walls. So there's, these kind of flying dudes here. Let's see, we have this male. It's Caesar, I believe. You can scale him up. Oops. Come on now. There we go. And I'll copy this one over here and change him to male B. Yep, so let's have Caesar looking at himself. Male C, we'll put him down there. Yeah, I'm just kind of sketching this out here. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Let's just maybe put him over here for now. And this base here, I'm going to turn off And let's turn on backing and trim. Reset the scale. And this time, let's see what else we got. For backing, we have a 2-meter wall frame, which is, you know, something larger, and we can do a 2-meter backing as well. So for the trim choice, we have all these different types. So let's do H2 meter. It's kind of a frilly design. Let's try F2 meter. Oops, that's a tall one. Yeah, let's try a tall backing. 2 meter tall. There we go. You can see where this is going. I don't know. And let's see. You can also do one for down below as well. Let's turn off the person and turn the backing and trim back on. I'm going to rotate this one so it kind of matches the orientation of the bottom. Oops, I lost it. Let's turn on my grid snapping so I can get it on the wall nice and neat. There we go. Bring the scale down. Hopefully I'm not boring you. And yeah, so we can, you know, duplicate that again, turn that off, turn on a piece, and I don't know, what's festoon? B. Floral A. Yeah, I don't know. I'll stop here. You can see where this is going. You can create a whole wall of these things, just continue it all the way around to make it look really elaborate, you know. And these things bake nicely as well, or they just sample the light probes, you know. So you can create an authentic Roman feel inside these spaces with all these design elements. We're not done yet. In the next video, I'm going to go outside and add statue friezes, like sculpted Roman artwork on top of the walls, in much the same manner. So check it out.